Good afternoon. My name is Sean Zernickow, and I'm with RSC Equipment Rental, and I'd like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak with you today. In our previous meeting, it was mentioned that you were looking for an easier way to track your equipment and tool rentals, and for a way to help reduce your overall equipment rental costs. Well, today I'd like to show you a program that we offer at RSC that we feel will effectively address these needs. As we've had the opportunity to talk with key decision makers just like you with responsibilities for influencing and maximizing the efficiency of your company's operations, we hear about the challenges you face in dealing with the equipment and tool rental process. In fact, these three numbers tell a story about the need to increase visibility and accountability to streamline processes and achieve greater cost control and cost reduction in the rental process. According to a study conducted by Texas A&M, 82% of industrial and commercial firms acknowledge that an increase in rental utilization would result in an increased operational ROI. "46% in that same study of the decision makers acknowledged they did not track rental utilization. Based on data that RSC has tracked over the years, 24% of equipment is past the estimated return time, while the average of that time is 15 days overdue. Leaders like you share with us how equipment rental is affecting their short-term goals, short and long-term strategies. I'm sorry, not goals. Here's another way to look at utilization and profit. That brings us to where we are today. Today our customers tell us there are many different factors that affect the overall equipment rental scenario. We have decentralization. While a necessary element of many organizations, decentralized process presents challenges to overall effectiveness. Varying systems that are used to manage the rental process, numerous vendors who are enlisted to meet organization rental needs, multiple employees who are involved in executing the rental of equipment and tools, and numerous crafts that must be provided with the right equipment and the right tools at the right time. What is the impact of all these different factors What is the impact of all these different factors have on your equipment rental scenario? It's too much, too long, takes too long, and it's by far too complex. Too much. First, organizations routinely rent too much equipment. Rental duplication occurs, leading to wasted resources in projects. Too long. Secondly, too long rentals are often kept too long beyond the estimated time frame, resulting in unnecessary past due expenses. And finally, too complex. With the excessive complexity of the rental management process, we're told that employees use or develop a variety of different systems, from sticky notes to spreadsheets, in an attempt to manage all of the rental needs. Some customers tell us that excessive swivel time, which vividly describes how the administrators swivel between computers and the manual processes in an attempt to manage their rental needs. The end result is too much, too long, and too complex. Excessive rental costs, excessive time spent, excessive rental cost, excessive time spent managing these processes and reducing the productivity of their most precious asset, their people. That manage all of the chaos. This is at best a fragmented process or a reactive process. The greatest risk of not knowing how the approach threatens your future goals so effectively getting from today to the desired future level of operational excellence is affected by equipment management. Failure to move away from this reactive process limits a company's growth potential. So, how do some organizations choose to address these equipment rental risks? Many do so by only looking at price as a way to manage their rental process. They seek the lowest line item pricing and perceive that this is an advantageous way to effectively manage equipment rental needs. In fact, pricing has been shown to only have 1/6 the impact on too much, too long, and too complex. In other words, choosing to manage equipment rental by seeking the lowest price sends companies down into the abyss. Companies like yours are choosing to work with RSC because they seek a better way to bridge the gap between today and the future. They're recognizing that equipment rental and overall equipment management affects not only employee productivity, but the employee management and, most importantly, the overall project success. Only by working with RSC will they achieve these organizational goals. Let's take a look at these goals and see how best-in-class organizations are working with RSC to achieve them. The first goal is visibility. Visibility and accountability. What if your team had true insight into all the aspects of the rental process? With tools such as RSC's Total Control Program, you can have unparalleled visibility management and the functionality to optimize the rental process. By reducing redundancies and late rental returns, and with RSC's management by exception strategies, you can focus on actionable items, actionable data based upon criteria that you define, to empower you and your team to make the best equipment decisions. Some firms are also choosing to leverage embedded GPS technology. The second goal is streamline operations and processes. With RSC's managed services strategies, you will have a dedicated advocate who is familiar with your organization and its processes and to assist you in making sure your equipment needs are managed most effectively. You will have the equipment and the tools necessary to maximize productivity. More importantly, you'll have a partner in maintaining safe and efficient working environment and for every member of your team. The third goal is cost control and cost reduction. What if you had the right tools and the right strategy to make a substantial impact on your company's overall equipment cost and ROI? With customized scorecard and key performance indicators that are benchmarked against industry standards, You and your team will be empowered. You and your team will be empowered to operate at the highest possible levels of efficiency. You will have customized data and validate and justify rental decisions across your entire operation, and more importantly, actionable data to best make your future decisions. Companies like yours who are choosing to work with RSC to achieve these rental goals. We refer to this strategy as RSC consumption management. While this might be an unfamiliar premise, it is a new strategy that companies like yours are successfully leveraging to magnify savings to a level of 6 times that of price, and it can only be accomplished by working with RSC. Having the right equipment available at the right time with streamlined processes that drive cost savings is the heart of consumption management. And it is this bridge that helps cross the gap from today to the future. That will positively impact the success of your organization. If you want to truly align all the factors associated with the equipment rental process, if you want to move from a fragmented reactive process to a proactive, repeatable process, and if you want to replace risk and success, then the only clear path moving forward is to work with RSC Equipment Rental. That is what best-in-class companies such as yours are choosing to do. With the combined power of you and RSC, it will drive your organization to unparalleled success. I want to share one more thing with you, and I'm going to erase this real quick. A major oil and gas company made a decision to work with RSC to maximize their equipment rental program. These numbers tell a story about their success. They experienced a 35% increase in utilization on key items. A 28% decrease in rental spend. They did it all within 3 months of working with RSC. Now, let's talk about how you and RSC can work together to achieve similar results. So what do you think?